Good evening, people. Good evening, people. Arno TV is back live on YouTube. We are back because we finally heard today, haven't we? We've finally heard today from our despicable, disgraceful, abhorrent Prime Minister Boris Johnson about these parties, haven't we? We finally heard from him. So let's go over to the internet. Let's go over to the internet and let's see and show you what this despicable, vile individual has had to say for himself. Boris Johnson apologises after admitting he attended Downing Street garden party for 25 minutes in lockdown. So for weeks now, we've had denial. He attended this party on the 20th of May 2020. This man is an absolute disgrace. And these people have utter contempt for you and me and the whole of the British public. That is who these vile, disgusting, despicable people are. The Prime Minister, who has so far avoided questions over fresh allegations of a lockdown busting party in number 10, is appearing in front of MPs amid mounting pressure over the 20th of May 2020 event. Okay? Boris Johnson has apologised after admitting that he attended a Downing Street garden drinks party during England's first national lockdown. Addressing the Commons under intense pressure from MPs, including those on his own government benches, to confirm whether he attended a drinks gathering at number 10 on the 20th of May 2020. The Prime Minister said he'd learned enough to know that there were things that were simply not done right. Okay? The Prime Minister admitted he went into the garden just after 6 p.m. on the 20th of May 2020 to thank groups of staff before going back into his office 25 minutes later, telling MPs, I believed implicitly that this was a work event. Are you taking this, people, from this disgraceful individual? Let me just lower the music down. Let me just lower the music down for a moment. And let me just show Arno TV viewers this pathetic attempt at an apology in Parliament from Johnson this afternoon. Absolutely disgraceful.
Mr. Speaker, I want to apologise. I know that millions of people across this country have made extraordinary sacrifices over the last 18 months. I know the anguish that they have been through, unable to mourn their relatives, unable to live their lives as they want or to do the things they love. And I know the rage they feel with me and with the government I lead when they think that in Downing Street itself the rules are not being properly followed by the people who make the rules. And though I cannot anticipate the conclusions of the current inquiry, I have learned enough to know that there were things we simply did not get right. And I must take responsibility. Number 10 is a big department with the garden as an extension of the office, which has been in constant use because of the role of fresh air in stopping the virus. And when I went into that garden just after 6 on the 20th of May 2020 to thank groups of staff before going back into my office 25 minutes later to continue working, I believed implicitly that this was a work event. But Mr. Speaker, with hindsight, I should have sent everyone back inside. I should have found some other way to thank them. And I should have recognised that even if it could be said technically to fall within the guidance, there would be millions and millions of people who simply would not see it that way, people who suffered terribly, people who were forbidden from meeting loved ones at all, inside or outside. And to them and to this House, I offer my heartfelt apologies. And all I ask is that Sue Gray be allowed to complete her inquiry into that day and several others so that the full facts can be established. And I will, of course, come back to this House and make a statement.
Works event and the gardens in Downing Street were an extension of the office, because of course when you go to work, your boss calls you up and tells you to bring booze into work, don't they? So you can all get leathered and have a sing-song at work. Who the hell is this man trying to kid? These people are actively trying to deceive the British public. These people do not care about any of us. This is an absolute disgrace. While we, the British public, on the 20th of May 2020, we're all the vast majority of us were all abiding by the rules, and we couldn't see people, we could only meet one other person from one other household outside at 2 meters apart. That was all that was allowed. But while that was going on, while we were all enduring that, and also, as many people have said about this, people could not see their dying relatives under the regulations and rules and draconian measures that people like this enforced all over us. And while we were living under that, these vile, disgusting, despicable people were all getting leathered in the gardens of Downing Street. Are you people having this? And like I said yesterday, anyone out there who now is prepared to listen to anything that these people say anymore, you're an absolute idiot if you listen to these people. These people have been laughing at you the whole way through this. These people are a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. And let's just hear the questions that he had to face from the so-called leader of the opposition, Keir Starmer, yeah? Let's just turn the music back down and let's listen to what Starmer had to say about this, okay? Let's just have a listen.
Well, there we have it. After months of deceit and deception, the pathetic spectacle of a man who's run out of road. His defence that he didn't realise he was at a party. It is so ridiculous that it's actually offensive to the British public. He's finally been forced to admit what everyone knew, that when the whole country was locked down, he was hosting boozy parties in Downing Street. Yes. Is he now going to do the decent thing and resign?
So you heard Keir Starmer there acting like, a leader of the opposition should be acting, calling for his resignation. But let me remind everybody, Keir Starmer, all the way through this pandemic, has supported and worked hand in hand with Boris Johnson, hasn't he? Doing things like barring his own MPs from voting one of the most draconian pieces of legislation that I've had the misfortune of reading the whole way through this pandemic, the CHIS laws, that he barred his own MPs from voting against. That is who Keir Starmer is. So although at the moment he's trying to score some political points and looking good, he has been working hand in hand with Johnson the whole way through this. These people are a disgrace. So let's not all think that we can put our faith in people like Keir Starmer, because let's not forget, Keir Starmer was in charge of the CPS, wasn't he? When they didn't prosecute Jimmy Savile. That is who Keir Starmer is. All of these people over in Westminster and the Houses of Parliament, they're a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. And, any questions that came at him today in the Houses of Parliament, it was like watching a Carry On movie, because He was under a barrage of questions, Johnson, today about these parties, and what was the answer every time? Oh, we're going to have to wait until the inquiry comes out that Sue Gray's holding, yeah? Sue Gray, who's she? The person that's now in charge of these investigation into parties, like it says here in The Guardian. Sue Gray, who is official tasked with investigating Number 10 party claims. Senior civil servant has a reputation for conducting vigorous internal investigations. Boris Johnson could one day regret the appointment of Sue Gray as head of a potentially explosive inquiry into suspected Downing Street parties during lockdown. The senior civil servant has a reputation for vigorous internal investigations. That her whole career, over her whole career. Now, why is this lady now investigating these parties? Oh, that's right. It's because the previous minister that was in charge of investigating these parties, Simon Gray, yeah? What? He had to resign, didn't he? And why was that? Because he was at one of these parties! These people are a disgrace, and although this woman's got a reputation of being tough, let's just see what comes out of this inquiry, yeah? Because I don't hold much faith in it. These people are an absolute disgrace, and they have lied to the public, not just about this, because what questions people should be asking themselves out there is, if they've lied to you about these parties, what else have they lied to you about? They've lied all the way through this pandemic about many, many things, haven't they? Haven't they? These people are an absolute disgrace. And just like we were telling you, why did the previous person, Simon Case, who was initially investigating these parties, why did he resign? Because he was at one of these parties, wasn't he? Number 10 party inquiry head steps down over claims that he also broke the rules. Simon Case, the cabinet secretary, allegedly had drinks for up to 20 staff in his Whitehall offices in December 2021. December 2020. This article was written last year on the 17th of December. The country's leading civil servant has stepped down from his role investigating alleged lockdown-breaking parties inside Downing Street after claims emerged that he had hosted an event himself over the same period. Number 10 said Simon Case has removed himself from the process to ensure the ongoing investigation retains public confidence. Yeah, these people are absolutely disgraceful. So just like we told you, the reason why this guy stepped down from this inquiry is because he was at one of these parties. These people have utter contempt for you and me, the British public. They are an absolute disgrace. So when I've said in the past over videos that I've put out previously that these people should be dragged into Parliament and made to answer some serious questions about what they're up to, who they're involved in, what agendas they're pushing, and what the hell these people think they've been doing. Well, I'm not kidding. These people, like we've been telling you all along, they're an absolute disgrace. A disgrace. And what else has been happening today? What else has been happening today? Oh, that's right. COVID-19. UK records 398 more coronavirus-related deaths and 129,587 new cases, daily figures show. The number of COVID-19 deaths recorded in the latest 24-hour period brings the UK total to just over 151,000. According to the government figures. The UK has recorded 398 further coronavirus-related deaths, the second day in a row that the daily figure has hit an 11-month high, according to government data. Wednesday's number is the highest since the 24th of February 2021, when 442 deaths were reported within a 28-day after a positive test. It brings the total number of deaths to 151,007, although separate figures published by the Office of National Statistics show there have been 176,000 deaths registered in the UK where COVID-19 was mentioned on the death certificate. And these people, these disgusting, vile people like Johnson and Starmer and Gove and Hancock and all these people will lead you to believe that we're not going to be having any more restrictions put all over us and there's no more lockdowns coming. These people are total liars, and like we've been telling you for months, there's a lockdown on its way very, very, very soon. Isn't there? Isn't there? Because these people, like we've been telling you, they are not going to be happy, are they? They are not going to be happy, these people, until we're all locked down again, and they can then impose more draconian laws all over us, yeah? And they can all then get on with implementing this multilateral global system that they're all working towards, that they want to replace democracy with all over the Western world. That is what these despicable people are up to. And if we look over in the Independent today, today, should I say, let me come back to that later, will the UK go into another lockdown in January? New COVID variant is highly transmissible and it remains a serious cause for concern this winter. The emergence of the Omicron variant is causing concern around the world, not least because it is thought to be highly transmissible, and because of its 32 mutations of its spike protein suggests it might be able to resist current vaccines. The UK has recorded at least 246,780 confirmed cases of the strain so far and 75 deaths, prompting ongoing fears that more severe social restrictions could soon be imposed on the British public. Although scientists may believe that the new variant is milder than previous mutations, it remains unclear on how many of the record number of people infected will end up in hospital or dying. Okay? So, it's quite clear that these people are planning a new lockdown, because let's face it, like we've been talking about in the last few days, we've got at least 24 NHS trusts, haven't we, that have declared critical incidents, due to mass staff absences, due to people self-isolating, and, mounting pressure of people being admitted to hospital with COVID. These people, like we've told you, are lying to you. They are going to be imposing a new lockdown in the not too distant future, aren't they? That is what these despicable people are up to. It's an utter disgrace, what these people are doing. And that moves us on to the next thing, doesn't it? The next thing that's going on today, yeah? That all these people that we talk about on this channel are all involved in and colluding and working together and manoeuvring behind the scenes. Let's move on to this, because today it's come out that Prince Andrew will face a civil trial over Virginia Robert Giuffre's sex abuse claims. So, the Duke of York has failed in his bid to have a sexual abuse lawsuit thrown out of court and will now have to give testimony under oath of a trial in the autumn. Judge Lewis Kaplan ruled that a settlement deal his accuser, Virginia Roberts Giuffre, made with Jeffrey Epstein did not release the Duke of York from litigation. The decision was handed down following a 76-minute court hearing last Tuesday, which the Duke's lawyers and the Duke's lawyer, Andrew Brettler, unsuccessfully argued Miss Giuffre had waived her rights to sue when she entered into the 2009 release agreement and accepted $500,000 from Epstein. So, you know, when I've told you the lengths these people will go to cover up the truth, as we were telling you, what Andrew's lawyers were trying to do to weasel their way out of this, well, they were trying to use this sweetheart deal that Epstein managed to secure in 2009 down in Florida when he was, you know, noncing other poor, unfortunate girls. Yeah? This is the lengths these people will go to cover up the truth. And, you know, to use an American phrase, this judge has obviously said, that dog don't hunt Andrew. Okay, so although this is not a criminal case, this judge has made it quite clear that this is going to court. This is great news, and let's hope that this case is not behind closed doors, like, you know, Ghislaine Maxwell's, who just happens to be in the one court in the one state that doesn't televise any of this. Well, let's hope that this will be televised, and let's hope that we have to see someone like Andrew dragged into court and made to answer some serious questions about what he's been up to. He is an absolute disgrace, and he is working hand in hand with Klaus Schwab and Isabel Maxwell in the background, trying to crush this story, his own trial, Maxwell's trial. What is going on here is an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace. And there's more of this in The Guardian. Now Prince Andrew is facing trial. The palace must find a way to deroyal him. Okay, so they're talking about deroyaling him. Yeah, well, he's surely sweating now. One by one, the opinions are running out. The options are running out for Prince Andrew. He has just lost his latest legal battle after a Manhattan federal court, Judge Lewis Kaplan's ruling today that the sexual abuse lawsuit against him should proceed to trial, despite his lawyers advancing a variety of technical arguments, including that Virginia Giuffre no longer lives in the US, and she agreed in a 2009 deal not to pursue claims against certain other people that the court summons had not been properly served. He now faces a long trial that is likely to cause considerable reputational damage to the royal family in a year when everyone was supposed to be celebrating the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. And, you know, before I came on air tonight, you know, on the news they were saying, well, it's down to the other royals now to take up the mantle in this important year for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, talking about Prince Charles and Prince William. Have people forgotten something? Have people forgotten something? Not only is Andrew involved with Epstein and Maxwell and nonsense, yeah, his brother, our future head of state, was hanging out for years with Jimmy Savile, wasn't he? These people are nonce protectors. That's who they are. They're an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace, these people. And like we've told you, you know, in the background, we've got Klaus Schwab's friends over at the Mail trying to derail and crush this Ghislaine Maxwell trial, yeah? And, you know, like I've told you, the reason why I call the Daily Mail Klaus Schwab's friends is because you all very well know Klaus Schwab used to be the director of the Daily Mail between April 1998 and December 2004. Didn't he? And who does Klaus Schwab have working for him? If we go on to the World Economic Forum's website, oh, that's right. He's got Isabel S. Maxwell working for him, hasn't he? Ghislaine Maxwell's sister. these people, like I've told you, are colluding in the background to try and crush this trial. That is what is going on, people. Back over to Schwab's friends at the Mail. Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyers claim they have found a third juror in the sex trafficking trial who lied about being abused, as the socialite is given hope of a retrial. Like we've told you, they are pushing for a retrial. And let's just remind Arno TV viewers again, the first juror that came out and has put this whole trial in jeopardy by giving an interview to the press, to the press. Who did Scotty David, this first juror, give this interview to? Oh, that's right. He gave it to Klaus Schwab's friends over at the Daily Mail. He just happened to give it to the one paper that's working with Klaus Schwab, Isabel Maxwell and Prince Andrew. Who are you, Scotty David? Oh, are you? And who you're working with? Because if people out there are falling for this, then good luck to you. This is a blatant attempt at crushing this trial. Oh, it's Scotty David. And who you're working with? Because the Mail are working with Isabel Maxwell, Klaus Schwab and Prince Andrew, aren't they? Because, again, it's been all over the news today about when this story originally broke. Where was Prince Andrew? Where was Prince Andrew? Oh, that's right. He was over in Davos, wasn't he? At the World Economic Forum with Klaus Schwab, wasn't he? Wasn't he? So, like I said yesterday, do you think that this is when the conversation started between Ghislaine Maxwell, Isabel Maxwell, Prince Andrew and Klaus Schwab about how they were going to use the Daily Mail if any of this ever went into a court to crush the whole thing? That is what I am suggesting has happened. These people think we are absolutely stupid. And the reason, like I've told you, the reason why they're trying to crush and kill this trial, the whole story, the whole thing, is because of all the other high-profile people that are involved in this. Okay, like it says here in the New York Times, Bill Gates met with Jeffrey Epstein many times, didn't he? And in this photo, who else is in this photo? Oh, that's right, someone called James E. Stanley, who was at the time was a senior person in JP Morgan, and who works with JP Morgan? Oh, that's right, Sajid Javid, and who's he working with? Oh, that's right, Klaus Schwab and his acolytes over at the World Economic Forum, Like I've been telling you, all these people, they're all working together and they are all actively trying to crush and kill these trials. These people are nonce protectors, okay? That is who these people are, and it doesn't stop there, because who else is involved in this? Oh, that's right, like it says here in the Express, Tony Blair in US paedophile Jeffrey Epstein's little black book. So he was working with Tony Blair as well. All these people are involved. Like it says here again in the Mail, when it's talking about Les Wexner, Victoria's Secret billionaire, who's involved with Epstein. Like I've told you, all these people are trying to kill and crush this whole trial because of all these high-profile people that are involved in this whole sordid, despicable, abhorrent affair. That is what is going on. And all these people that we're talking about, all of them, they're all working hand in hand with Klaus Schwab and all of his acolytes over at the World Economic Forum, aren't they? That is who these people are. They're an utter disgrace. And just remember, like we told you, according to the Steeple Times, Ghislaine Maxwell has allegedly been under surveillance by the Met Police as early as 1994, hasn't she? And like I've told you, just from some of the things that I have personally seen on the internet about 1994 and this woman, I'm telling you, and all Arno TV viewers, I want you to keep your eyes peeled in 2022 about things that are going to go up online about this woman and 1994. This woman is an absolute disgrace. And as I've told you, not only is this woman a nonce, she is a nonce protector. Just like all these people who are working with her to try and kill and crush this story. That is what is going on with this disgusting, despicable, abhorrent group of people. This is who these people are. Okay? This is who they are. So when I've told you about all these people in the past, that they've all got a lot to answer for, I am not kidding, because like I told you yesterday, not only are all these people working hand in hand with Klaus Schwab and all his acolytes over at the World Economic Forum, and how they're all working to implement this new multilateral global system that will effectively have all of us in slavery to these people, yeah? Not only that, these people, these vile, disgusting, despicable people, they are nonce protectors as well. That is who these people are. They're an utter disgrace. So I am going to wrap this up for tonight. I want to thank everybody for watching this live broadcast. Okay, and I want to thank everybody who watches Arno TV and subscribes to this channel. And if you like the output and the content that we put out on here, then please like and subscribe to this channel, because I will then be able to aim to accuracy on a daily basis and throw it into the dustbin of history, and be under no illusions that that is exactly what these people are up to. They are an absolute disgrace. They will stop at nothing to cover up their truth. They are corrupt. They are vile to the core, these people. And that is who these people are. So I'll be back soon with some more videos for you. But until I am, I want everyone to take care. I want everyone to stay rock and roll. I want you to stay well and look after your friends and your family and your loved ones. And I will be back very, very soon with some more videos about all these type of people.